Hey, 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 it's your girl Candy, and I am here with my girl EJ, the TV junkie. Hey,
What's up, y'all?
EJ.
Hey, y'all. Hey. These some bright colors with these. I like that little background. I love this blue.
Yes, and we are here to discuss season 11, episode 1 of Married to Medicine, which is on Bravo, episode title Guess Who's Coming to Whitney? So, EJ, as a new uh person to reality TV or covering reality TV. What are your thoughts on Married to Medicine? How much did you watch? What have you caught up on? And just anything that you want to discuss as far as, this episode and what you learned so far about the ladies.
Yes. So first and foremost, I wish I had started watching this some time ago. I'm one of them sneaky reality TV people. I be looking at it, but I don't ever talk about it. But I do look at some of it. It just depends. But this one I never really looked at, and so I was like, okay, let me look at these. Let me take a look at them. And girl, right from the jump, I was like really, really hooked. And I already have like my favorites. I already have my people that I can't stand. They have already exhausted
Okay.
me. Already, it's a lot. They be doing a lot. But I like
Okay. You have your favorites. So who do you like so far? So far.
so far, I like Quad.
Hmm.
I like her. You know what I'm saying? I know that she probably not most people's favorite, but I do like her. And I do like um ironically, I kind of low key like Phaedra too a little bit. Like just in this particular group, some of them I think they just be way too fake, and I just can't deal with them. So it's like more that I dislike than more than I like, if that makes sense. Like, or I'm on the fence about them. Because Miss Jackie, I used to like her, but
Something in the buttermilk ain't clean.
girl, we on the fence with her. So I don't know. We gonna see.
I am shocked and appalled. I don't know, my feelings might be hurt a little bit. If you like Phaedra, listen, I do not like Phaedra. I despise Phaedra. I despise everything that she is, who she is, everything that she is to reality TV. I do not like that heifer. And her demise started on Real Housewives of Atlanta in season 9 when she lied on my girl Candy Burris. So
Ooh,
you
okay.
want to go revisit that, and then we gonna let me know if you like her or not.
Okay.
I will say she was good on Traders when she was on Traders, which is on Peacock. She was very, very good on Traders because Traders, you have to be a liar. And she did very well on Traders. Okay.
Okay. So we don't like
So
Phaedra.
we're going to start out with, ooh, let me pull up my thingy thing. So the episode starts out with, well, we have Phaedra and I think what's his name? Hey, Miss Barbara, how
Damon?
you doing? Um, Shoot, I forgot his name. But anyway, so the episode starts out with, Phaedra, riding in the car talking to her baby boy. And of course, he's asking like where was the best place you've had a holiday or whatever. And he said Tokyo. And I'm like, I will say Phaedra is very well traveled and her children are very well traveled as well. And she's a very, very good mother. And no matter what, I can never take that part away from her because I have seen her children grow because I did keep up with her no matter what how I felt about it. I did keep up with her along the way, just to see how she was faring and out here in these streets because she was no longer on reality TV for a while.
Okay.
Um, so these are three of the couples that are married. We have Dr. Simone with her husband Cecil. We have Dr. Heavily and Dr. Damon. So those two are doctors. We have Dr. Gregory Lunsford, and we have his wife Sweet Tea, which came on the show last season. Um, in the middle, we have Quad, which was married to Dr. G, and she's still on the show. And then we have Contessa coming back after being gone for maybe 2 seasons, I think.
I don't like Dr. G.
So there is no way on God's green earth that I would be taking my wife to swimming lessons to a woman's house that dresses as provocative as Phaedra. Phaedra is thicker than a Snicker. She's thicker than hot molasses on a cold summer's day. Right. She thicker. Listen, Phaedra thicker than a pork chop.
No, she not thicker than a pork chop, girl. Not the pork chop. No.
So, what are your thoughts on Phaedra, Dr. G, and Letitia, and going? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I didn't have no problem with it. I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like, like it's gonna be tons of thickety thicks out here in the world, and you just gotta be secure in your thing with it. They've been friends for a gazillion years. We cleared up the whole situation about did we date, did we not date. I feel like Phaedra didn't feel like it was a thing. I feel like Dr. G thought it was a thing, but I don't think she thought it was a thing at all. So I figured since we cleared that part up, then, it is what it is. But Phaedra has kind of been playing she act like she all into Sweet Tea, but I don't like Sweet Tea.
You cannot trust Phaedra with a 10-foot pole, okay? A 50-foot pole. I don't trust her. Dr. G expressed how he felt about her on the last, on the reunion. And he was like, I think she wanted $4,000 for him to date or something like that. I can't really remember because I didn't revisit it, but he was attracted to her. And of course, we know he attracted to her now because she's a different person than what she was back then. Ain't no way I would have went over there looking like that. But I know, because Phaedra will show her booty cakes and she does not care. If you've seen her on Housewives, Phaedra will show her bare ass, okay? She will show it and she don't care. So that's why I say I could not do it. Hey, Miss Barbara, how are you? Thank you for coming through. Anybody else in the chat, please, or watching from the bushes, please let us know that you're here so that we could, shout you out. I had to put Dr. Heavenly's house up here because that's my girl. Dr. Heavenly house is so immaculate. I love it. Listen.
You're so silly.
Even though she counts up spirits sometimes. So what are your thoughts on Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Damon, and this conversation that they were having here?
Well, I know that they were, for one thing, we know that Simone and Heavenly, they be clashing and they get back together. They clash and they get back together. And it is important to point out that before this, they were talking about how her Cecil was telling Simone, like, you can forgive Heavenly, plenty of times. Like, y'all be friends, then y'all don't be friends, and y'all be friends, and y'all. But you can't do the same thing with Quad. He be caping for Quad real hard, like trying to, keep them together. But this is just another moment where here we are. This is just another moment where we're friends again. We're hanging out again. We gonna be cool again. They're talking about they're talking about all the things that they supposed to be doing, the Whitnick and all that type of stuff. And of course, the conversation is gonna come up about old girl. I can't think of what her name is right now off the top of my head, but what's her name? I just said I can't stand her. But anyway,
Letitia.
Yeah, that's her name. Because I be calling her something else. Letitia. Of course, the conversation is going to come up about that. And apparently, they got these Twitter fingers that they just need to stay off the internet, girl. They need to stay off the Instagram, Twitters, all of them.
They are terrible. They are terrible. Yes. So I did forget about the part where we have Cecil and Simone discussing the Whitnick, which is a bite off of Freaknik because they graduated from Morehouse and Spelman 35 years ago. So they wanted to bring, a little bit of the Freaknik to Atlanta to, in their area, just to celebrate their, being out of school for so long and, and just to bring back the nostalgia of the Freaknik. EJ, did you ever know about Freaknik? Did you go to Freaknik?
Girl, I ain't been no Freakniks. How's that freaking Nick and nothing? I ain't never been, but I've heard of Freaknik. They did a whole documentary on it if you want to actually see what was going down on the Freakniks. But can't nothing be good called Freaknik.
At the all. Yeah. So this conversation is when they are so Cecil was playing producer in my opinion because he brought up Letitia, Sweet Tea, in front of Damon. And if anybody knows Heavenly, she always says, Damon doesn't know about what I be saying on the internet. He doesn't know about what I do. He don't know anything about my drama. And she try to protect her husband at all costs. However, she be full of bull swanky and be doing these shenanigans. And she don't want her husband to know about it because he's going to tell her to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So the facial expression she made when Cecil brought it up, I passed out. And Simone was like, what? Like, did he really just say that? But, of course, they got to make good TV.
That's kind of Cecil be knowing.
Yeah, but Cecil likes to get in the minutia of the things with the ladies, and he's not like Damon and not like Curtis, which is Dr. Simone's husband. He's not like those guys. He will say what he gotta say, and he will tweet what he needs to tweet. And that is one thing that had a bump in the road for Heavenly and Simone a couple seasons back, where I think Cecil lost his job or was without a job, and then he said something to Heavenly, and she posted on there where your husband need to pressure wash my house because he ain't got no job or something crazy like that. I don't know, but it's crazy how they go back and forth, and they come back together and they go, child. It'd be real crazy. So once you get into it later on, you'll see how everything transpired between Cecil and Simone and Dr. Heavenly. Not Dr. Damon. He'll never be in it, but it just be
Heavenly. He looked like he stayed low key. I like Dr. Damon. He looked like he tried to stay out of stuff.
Yes, he stays out of it until he does not have to.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I don't like Dr. G, because like, why are you coming at Damon like that? Why are you coming at Dr. Damon like that? Like, don't do that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the man don't even say nothing. Hey, Monique. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Monique.
Cecil. Cecil is messy now. Hey, Derry B. Thank you for coming through. Thank you.
But please I can see him being messy.
Huh?
I could see him being messy with him as I could see it.
Yeah.
Look how he was like the quiet when she came in there. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I was just letting everybody know to like the video, share, and subscribe. Make sure they are, doing the things all around. Being kind to one another. Sharing is caring.
Yes. So I was saying that I couldn't believe that when she had hugged him, like the way he hugged her, I said, why is Cecil being extra? Ain't wasn't nothing wrong with it. It's just that he was being real extra. It just felt like so much.
So years ago, I don't know if you saw this when you were catching up. Cecil had a female best friend.
Yep.
And she caused issues within their marriage because she would go on vacation with them. She would stay at their house. If he went somewhere, went golfing, Simone didn't go. Dr. Simone didn't go. The friend went, and it became too much. And they wanted to get a divorce. Well, Simone wanted to get a divorce. I think she even filed for a divorce, but he had to let his friend go.
Yeah, I saw that because he let her go.
So he will take up for a lady, but I'm like, not over your wife. You don't. We're not doing that. So we have Phaedra and Toya. They're talking about their Freaknik outfit and what they're gonna wear. Phaedra said she was in school, or she didn't go to Freaknik, but she did with Aquanet and Poop or something. I don't know. I don't be paying Phaedra no attention because I think Phaedra be telling stories. So we have Heavenly and Simone. I'm sorry, Dr. Jackie at the house trying on wigs, child. What are your thoughts on them? And them dreadful wigs.
Them wigs was horrible. First of all of them wigs was horrible. And the one that she ended up going with, I said, girl, no. Why? That is not the play. Why did we even choose that one? That looked like Baps or something. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's what it kind of gave me the thing. I was like, no, ma'am. She said Phaedra is a liar. I like Phaedra, Monique. Like, low-key like her. Like, not like her, but low-key like her. Like, I'm like, I like her a little bit. But that's only because I don't have all the Real Housewives tea on Phaedra. So that's probably why.
Definitely iconic. Yes. So we get to Freaknik, and so I am a fan of old school cars, and when I saw this, I was like, OMG. I'm like, okay, we pulling up in the SS drop top, driven by Heavenly with her Baps wig on. Now, how she kept that wig on her head, I do not know, because that thing was halfway on there while she was on the show, till I was when a little bit of wind got up under it. But I do want to point out, Cecil and Simone went all out for this event. They had like a Whitnick Mart where they would have like beer and all these different drinks set up. Like I think they had Coke 45s or something like that. They had a guy doing the spray paint. They had a DJ. They had all types of things. It was very, very nice. I'm like, dang, I wish I lived in Atlanta. I would have went to that party. We got
the cars were nice.
That
That's
was
Cecil and Simone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pulling up. Listen, I was with them. I was leaning and rocking with them. I was like, ooh, I wish I could be. Listen, I love me an old school car. How you feel about old schools, EJ?
I like old school cars. They're nice. I mean, I'm not like just like all into them, but I like the way they look. I like a good looking old school car, especially if it's like when I say old school, I mean like you done cleaned it up, got it looking good, looking pristine. You know what I'm saying? Like I like those.
Yeah.
I ain't never been in one that bounced though.
My Mustang, child. I can't wait for us to get it situated. Malt liquor. That made me think about that lady on the movie. What's the name of that movie? When she just turned up that 40. Oh, and I can't remember what movie it was, and she was just down in it, like, okay, that's what we do. We just swallowing straight at the bottle. At the bottle,
old school.
So we have Fraudra pulling up in my favorite car, which is a Mustang, and I'm like, Lord, why is she pulling up in my car? And my other car,
why she gotta be Fraudra?
Ford Mustang, because she is a fraud. You will find out once you go digging. She's a fraud. She's a faking fraud. That's what they call her. But we have Letitia and Dr. G pulling up, being driven in the drop top Fox body by Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott. And Dr. Scott got his old school video camcorder, and I'm like, you know what? I think that might be a little too little for the time, but we ain't gonna trip because they had them big ones back then. But
listen,
but I enjoyed seeing, listen, okay, everybody looked good. So what are your thoughts on the conversations they had doing Freaknik or Whitney? Just the overall conversations they had, because this was pretty much the more so part of the episode.
Yeah, no, I loved all the conversations. I thought everybody was having fun, but I knew it was about to be some mess. Like, it's always going to be some mess because I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it was at Freaknik. Everything is going good. Everybody having fun. Everybody shaking their behind. Listen, first of all, Letitia did not need to get about that. What was she doing, girl? What was she shaking when she was up there trying to twerk in the car? I said, girl, stop it. What is you twerking up in the sign? Stop it. Girl, doing too much. But I already knew that it was something about to go down. I'm like, why do we always take these moments to have these conversations? When Sweet Tea goes to talk to Dr. Damon, I said this finna go bad because Heavenly got a dog on like one of them sensors. She just knows. She's like, somebody's talking to Dr. Damon. Somebody's paging Dr. Damon. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know. And
she was hollering, Damon. I'm like, are we really hollering Damon?
Here we go. I knew it was about to be something. But before that, everybody was doing really good. Like, everybody was having, everybody's having fun, good conversations, reminiscing. I mean, and they even Heavenly even acted halfway like she was glad to see Contessa. And I was like, girl, you stop being so fake. That's your girl be fake. Your girl be super fake. But at least she's
making TV. She's being cordial.
Why Phaedra can't be making TV? Why she can't be making TV?
No, you got to know her history. So I do have my notes, Shy. You know what I had, and threw them to the side for a minute. So let's go back a little bit. So we have when Phaedra, not Phaedra, Dr. Heavenly went to go visit Quad, and she went to her house to visit her just to see how she was doing. She took her some flowers, and the conversation they had were in reference to them apologizing to Quad and Quad needing to apologize. Did you catch up on that part of the story, or do you kind of have a history of what's going on with them?
Yeah, I caught up on all of that stuff. But I thought it was interesting because I thought that when we left this whole reunion thing, I was like, is this real? Is it fake? Are y'all going to be able to move forward in y'all relationship? Like, what is it? I don't know what it is. When I first started watching this, I thought that Dr. Simone was just like this really, I don't know, I just thought something different of her. And then it just slowly started taking this, it started changing for me. It's like she started changing. She became somebody else, in my opinion. I don't know. It was really weird. Or maybe it was always like that. I just never noticed it. But I I don't know. It's just I feel like I'm not saying that Quad wasn't wrong for not reaching out and stuff like that. I'm not saying that she wasn't wrong for that, but I do feel like it goes both ways. And I do feel like Simone was caping when Toya is around. Like, I feel like she is like follow the leader type of thing. I feel like it was a whole thing of Toya is mad at Quad. So now I gotta be mad at Quad. I don't feel like Simone ever had like a real reason to be mad at Quad. You know what I'm saying? Like Toya and her, they clearly they got a reasoning behind what went down with them, but you don't really have a reason. And I was just like, what are we doing? So why can't we try to move forward in this? Y'all were cool at one point in time. Why she gotta call you? Why you can't call her? Like, I don't understand. It's petty to me. Like, just send a text message and call it a day.
Yeah, I totally agree. So just a little bit of backstory, not a well, just a little bit. So Toya and Quad, of course, they had beef. I think theirs go way back prior to season 9, 10. They were it was something dealing with somebody breaking in houses, and she's putting Quad said somebody broke in the house, or they just, I don't know, it was a Quad set it up, something I can't really remember, and I didn't even go back to revisit it. But it was a bunch of rumors going around, and of course everybody upset because my husband's a doctor, and you can't say things like that about, because he's a doctor. You just don't want to mess up anybody practice or their license or put them in jeopardy from losing their job because of something you said that was crazy. So, yes, you are right. Simone does follow Toya, and I hate that for her because I'm like, you are way older than Toya. So why are you following her and being her mouthpiece a lot of the times? So we have it where so Quad's niece passed away at home. She drowned in the swimming pool, and she promised Simone promised Quad she would not bring it up.
Yeah.
She brought it up anyway. She went and asked production to not show it. Production showed it anyway. So that's why when they met in the back after they, had the conversation, they were cool with it because Quad had already talked to them, and they talked and they said they weren't going to show up. But of course, you can't tell them what they film. They done been up there 12 hours. Oh, we're going to put this on TV. Which, it was very insensitive. And so Simone thinks once it aired, the way Quad felt in New York, now she's flipping because social media, Twitter can ruin a whole bunch of things. Social media can ruin a whole lot of relationships, television shows, what have you. So Simone thinking Quad was tripping, but Quad was like, it was her family that had the problem because now they see it aired,
Yeah.
But Simone should just apologize and be done with it instead of just being such a biatch. Like, she can't apologize because what she said was very insensitive. I don't understand. What are your thoughts on how she just not willing to apologize?
Ooh, she sound like a Toya. She sound like she. But even the crazy part about it is that Toya really has tried to move on and move past this now. You know what I'm saying? Like they they quote unquote accepted the apologies or whatever. But Toya seems to be in a better spot in this particular episode right here. Yeah. But Simone seems to be stuck. Even though I do agree, like, you were the one that was wrong this time. Like, you were wrong about this. Like, you can say what you want to say about, about her not reaching out to y'all and about her leaving the friend group. But did anybody ever stop to think about how traumatizing that could be? Like, y'all's friend group still consists of her husband that was allegedly, supposedly, possibly abusive to her in some sort of way, right? But y'all friend group still consists of him. I mean, that's still y'all friend. Like, I don't know if I personally would also keep myself in that friend group during that particular time. Maybe after I go get healed, maybe after it's been some time, I could probably step back into that friend group. But I do feel like Quad should have maybe said something about, said those words, but I do get where she's coming from. So that's why when Simone has all of this extra energy for it, I'm like, girl, okay, you got your lick back on TV with something that really, really hurt her, and just let it go now. Like, apologize and let's move on. But she's like, nah, she's like a hard no on that apology. Like, somebody did something to her. Like,
yeah, I did nothing to you. Stuck on it, and I'm like, why are you so hard? Why are you so tough and stuck on being glued to the seat of being wrong? Because you're wrong. You're wrong for
Yeah.
saying what you said. You should not have brought it up, and you tiptoed on bringing it up. And they was like, Quad was like, no, 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 and you kept tiptoeing until you boom said what you had to say.
Yeah.
Why would you do
And then
that?
I
Like,
was in that because I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach. I'm like, girl, you see she about to break down. Like, she's
yes,
telling you no, don't. She said no. I was like, I didn't even have to know everything that was going on to know
that
that
was
it was
enough, right?
something said that she didn't want to be said and that shouldn't have been said.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, here we go.
Yeah,
So my,
Simone is a hard rock, but we did have Quad and Dr. Heavenly talking about apologizing, and Heavenly said, I apologize a lot of times, and I don't be meaning it, but I do apologize, but I do mean this apology right here. Like, Lord, Dr. Heavenly, why you got this? We know you don't be meaning that. That's why I'm a stickler for not apologizing for shit you meant to say. Like, stop. Don't apologize. Please don't give me that. I got a closet full of sorries, as Janet Jackson said. I don't need it. Please. You know.
girl, I like Dr. Heavenly sometimes.
I
She's
love
funny.
Dr. Heavenly. She just a piece of work, child. She's a
She's
piece
so
of work.
funny.
But
You can't
Quad,
help but like
I
her.
like Quad. Quad is a piece of work too. She real dramified, as they say, and she's dramatic and the actress. But I still do like her as a person on the show. So the ladies are there and they are, enjoying one another. They're, congratulate. Well, they see Quad. I'm sorry, Dr. Contessa come in, and they just happy to see one another. Just having a good time. Cecil and Simone are up there making a speech announcement or whatnot, and
Yeah.
then we have Quad pulling up in this, you know, decked out
It,
Impala on the
it looked
switches,
good too.
and she's
That was it.
loud. Hey, people, how you doing? You gotta learn how Quad talks. Hey, people, what do people talking about? That's how she act. What do people
Like,
talking about? She real country now. I think she's from Tennessee. I think she's from Tennessee. Thoughts
okay.
on you know, just everything that's going on.
Girl,
You got Heavenly that damn sideways wig on.
Heavenly doing
And
too
I know she
much.
had her other hair on up under it. I don't think that was really her hair. I hope it wouldn't. I don't
Mm-mm.
know.
I think she
Heavenly was
just
the
had
whole lot. What do you thought
another.
about Phaedra's outfit?
I mean, Phaedra said she didn't come to play with y'all with these shorts and these long boots, but her hair was laid. I ain't gonna lie, the hair was cute. I liked her
Yes.
outfit. I like her style. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like when she walk into a room, you know that she in the room. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she takes a
Mm-hmm.
lot of pride in it. How she's gonna step into that room regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I was feeling her outfit. Honestly, I feel like out of all the outfits, her outfit was probably the most like really put together in the sense of like stylish. Everybody
Yeah,
else
like
just
she
had
thought
they
about it.
yeah. Everybody else had they like they
Well, I ain't gonna
style,
say she
but
thought about it
hers
because at first she was like, "Ain't nobody had no money back then." So she just threw some booty shorts on and a tank top. But it was her, I think it was her hair and her boots that really did it for her. The
yeah,
hair and the boots.
I liked it.
Yeah, they really set it off. Um, I enjoyed Simone's look for some reason, and I know this is not a good picture, and that's a picture of her staring at Quad when Quad came in uninvited. But
Mhm.
I like the hair on her because it's more of because she's so loud. It's more of a loud hairstyle. Am I wrong? Like, you see what I'm talking about?
No, I got you. She said it's more of a loud hairstyle.
I mean, because she's
No,
so loud and boisterous, she just says, I mean, she's loud. So, and she's real, I ain't gonna say she's ghetto, but she drinks and she cuss. She'll say, I don't drink wine, I drink liquor. Like, she is flat out,
that's why I
plain
liked
like
her
it
so much in the beginning. Because I was like, I like her. She just real. She
is.
like bump it, but then she just took a turn. But this was a no for me,
Girl,
bruh.
talk about it. Talk. Did you ever
Girl,
see him in a previous season do his little rap to and song to Contessa?
I might have, might have.
It was worse
went on
than this
past that one.
because
But I was like, what are we doing here? I said, is this real? Is he for real? I said, this gotta just be like a joke. Like, no, we're not doing this. But but I like Cecil, which is the crazy part about it. I mean, I
that's
mean,
Contessa's
not Cecil,
husband.
Dr. Scott. I'm calling
Dr.
him
Scott,
Cecil.
yes.
But because I only got a chance to look at a little bit of them, like I haven't looked at a whole lot of them just yet. But I was just like, okay. But I'm gonna go back and look at some more of them so I can get more familiar with him.
Yeah.
But
He wrote that song for Contessa back in season 8 or 9 or something.
He can just keep it. I went past that whole thing with them. So I'm gonna go back and look at both of them.
I had secondhand embarrassment. I was like, oh no. And then Contessa was pumping a man up, and I said, that's the best thing to do is pump your man up, baby, because don't anybody gonna pump him up like you pump him up, okay?
She could not punch. She could have pumped him down.
Listen, look at Phaedra. Phaedra was getting in the minutia and getting in the mix of things, okay? She was right at home. So we have Sweet Tea confronting Dr. Damon. Damon Daddy. And I'm like, why are you talking to this lady husband? Do you not know? The lady don't like nobody talking to her husband. She didn't know then, but she found out later on. What are your thoughts on her talking to Dr. Damon, telling like she's really showing her age, okay? And
yeah,
I'm
I
not
thought
saying
that
it
this
in a good
was
way.
unnecessary. It didn't. It was unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary. It wasn't the time or the place to do this at. Knowing what we know about Heavenly, she done got a piece of Heavenly. She knows exactly who it is, and she knows that if she started this conversation, Heavenly would definitely finish this conversation. That it just wouldn't be it wasn't the time or place. I just and like, why are you approaching him? Like, why are you talking to him? If anything, let your husband talk to him at the right appropriate time. Even though I got a problem with Dr. G as well and his conversation with Damon, because I'm sorry, Damon ain't did nothing to nobody. I ain't seen like all the episodes I've seen. Damon ain't did nothing to nobody. He just been he just be there. Just kind of being the chill person. Even at the reunion when he was asking him, like, do you think I would cheat? Like, it felt like Dr. G let this little young chick come in there and just play in your mind. Like, this been your friend for a very long time. And I feel like that's what Damon was pretty much saying. Like, we've been rocking with each other for forever. And now you're talking about, well, I don't know. I get that we don't know what our friends will do, yada, yada, yada. But I felt like he was coming at it from a different angle. Like, you know me. And if he's saying that and you supposed to know him, why come you can't do, like, why come you just can't be like, yeah, I believe you? Like, instead of that other mess that you were saying.
My overall character. Like, you've never seen that side of me to even think that I would. You can't really, like you just said, you can't really say what people would do, but my character, do you see now? We already know what you do because it's been put out on TV, but you've never seen me being put in that situation. So why would you even think otherwise? You know what I'm saying? But we all making TV. So, but Letitia is really showing her age and her maturity level, because there's no way I would have approached somebody else's husband saying what his wife said about me. Exactly. No, I'm gonna let my husband handle that, because no, we're not.
That's not what
no.
she's supposed to do, and that's like a good way to get slapped.
Like she's tattling. That's what I got. I'm like Heaven say you act like a little girl. But she was to me, she was tattling, and I'm like, girl, go sit down somewhere.
Because this one had. Why did you feel this was the right place or time? Sit down. I don't need no woman.
Right, and Heavenly, I don't need no woman talking with you. Okay. And not what and that's a bad picture too. But yeah, Heavenly don't play that. Don't talk to my man. She don't play with talking to women. She don't talk to men without their wives, and she don't talk to, she don't play that. She's real old school, and she's real firm in men talk to men and women talk to women. She don't believe in all that commingling in conversation. She don't. Yeah. Dr. Goodball is messy. Yes, he is.
He real messy.
Because he know he got a lot of stuff going on with him, and he's always on the brink of, doing something he ain't got no business. And Letitia time gonna come. She gonna see. She was definitely
Especially when she's not able to procreate.
honey, okay? And his time, and even in a confessional when she was like, "Yeah, we've been getting it in, trying to have these babies, and Gregory's getting older." And I'm like, why would you say? We know that. We know the man 50 plus. Why you got to say that?
Cause she probably forgetting.
Like, why would you say to man? Oh, we know it, baby. You joined a Facebook group for marrying old men. Okay, like.
That's
Child.
what you did. That's what you did. Her and that little crazy girl that was sitting up there with her. I said,
Okay.
"This your Facebook friend? You got your Facebook friend up in here?"
Yeah. So I decided to put these pictures at the end, because these were the pictures from Freaknik. We got Cecil and Simone. Well, Cecil and Dr. Simone. I keep forgetting. In 1989. In 1989, EJ, where were you? How old were you? If you don't mind telling the people.
Girl, I'm not telling you where I was in 1989. You know I talk about my age on YouTube.
Well, I definitely was not at Freaknik in 1989. I
wasn't at
8
Freaknik.
years old.
I was not
I
old
was
enough
8
to be
years
at
old.
Freaknik. We gonna say it like that. I wasn't old enough to be on Freaknik.
Oh, yeah, but Simone has the sort of kind of the same hairstyle she has in this episode, and we can see how she got hooked up with Cecil, because Cecil, he's
Cecil
easy
was
on
cute.
that. Yeah. We got Dr. Eugene. He said he was 17 back in 1995, so therefore he definitely was not at Freaknik.
He wasn't at Freaknik.
He was not old enough. We got Dr. Heavenly at Freaknik in 1990.
Yeah.
She was 20 years
Everybody
old.
at Freaknik.
Everybody, okay? I love these captions. De La Simone.
Very cute.
Yes. We got Dr. Heavenly Issues. Dr. Heavenly Issues.
Yeah, Issues. Heavenly Issues. Heavenly Issues.
Heavenly Issues. We got Dr. Jackie. She's gonna be Dr. Jackie, because Jackie said she couldn't go to the thing because she was working. She was in class. She was doing her whatever she had to do. But I believe Jackie probably meant to not go.
You say Jackie was trying to be at the Freaknik?
We got Tony, Toya. I love Toya on the surface because she's a beautiful lady. She's, that's about it, And everybody on here is educated, to be honest. Everybody on here is educated, and I really appreciate them for being that educated Black group of people that don't mind getting loud and cussing.
Okay.
I think she was a teacher at one point. I think she was.
Thought we were gonna get a family show.
No. We got Salt and Phaedra.
That one was cute. I like that one.
Yeah.
I like her jewelry.
And we have Queen Latisha. We got LL Cool Gene. He went to Howard.
Negative.
You want to let everybody know he went to Howard.
Don't do that. Don't do that, LL Cool Gene. Like, you cannot do that. You should have chosen another name. Don't do that.
LL Cool Gene, yes, ma'am. And he had his one leg up like Cool J, child. Okay. Run DM Cecil.
I like that
Cecil
one.
is a nice looking guy. Okay. He is really nice looking. I can see what took just Dr. Damon. Damon said
exactly. He said, I ain't dressing up.
I would have dressed like this anyway. Yeah. And he's a cute, and for him to be a cute dog, I would love to have seen him pledge and step. I would like to see him because he's so nonchalant, so cool, calm, and collected. He rarely has a smile, and I just like to have seen him as with his Lion brothers. I really would have. Those pictures are probably burned and never to have been seen again. Okay, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Him and Dr. Jackie probably hit this shit. A Tribe Called Curtis. And I'm surprised he was not.
Wasn't him and Dr. Jackie on the verge of divorce too?
Yes, because he had a woman in Atlanta's airport. They were going to the DR. I think they were going to the DR.
Yeah. So he was out here cheating.
Yes, he was doing the hokey pokey.
and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
Hey, let me because I was 23 in '89. Wasn't that Freaknik though? You showed Derby you when that Freaknik girl. Let me go back and watch the documentary and see if I see you on there. Yeah, those pictures are very, very cute. I like those, those pictures. They did a
Man,
very
I
good job.
wasn't
That's why I
old enough
left
to
you
be
at
at the
the
freaking
end.
Nick.
Child, I knew about Freaknik because my aunt lived in Atlanta at the time, and my older cousins and my sister, not my oldest sister, but the one that be in the chat all the time. I think they went or they were going to go, but something happened where they couldn't go. But they were gonna go stay at my aunt's house, which she lived in Decatur, which is not too far from Atlanta. But
Okay, that's
yeah,
what's up.
so EJ, the TV junkie, what are your thoughts? And what questions you may have?
No questions, but I mean, I like this episode. This episode was good. I was kind of ready for it because, like you said, I am new to this whole space of reality TV. I only look at certain reality shows, but I'm really, really digging deeper and trying to watch more reality shows. Honestly, I would have never watched this show if you had never said anything about it, but I am glad that I was able to watch it. I actually like it. I really got into it. Like I was like in it, like conversational in it, like this person, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm glad that I watched it. I'm excited to see what's about to go down on this next episode. To be honest, Heavenly is a ball. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I'm here for her. I actually like Phaedra right now. I'm not even gonna go and find out no other stuff about Phaedra because right now I like her. So I'm just gonna like her in this until further notice. Sweet tea, she not my cup of tea. No pun intended, but she not for me. Toya, I want to like Toya so badly, but she just extra. It's the personality for me. Dr. G, that's a no for me. Eugene, Toya husband, I think that's his name, Eugene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't have any. I just wish he would put his foot down a little bit more. I'm not saying he got to be like a icon and like that, but I do need him to, stop being.
Yes.
I
Hey
need him to
NL,
stop.
hey, how you doing?
Hello. I just need him
Yes.
to not be as I don't want to say henpecked, but maybe that's might be what I'm gonna say. But I don't want to say it. But I just need him to not be as henpecked because he's doing the absolute most when it comes to her. And then as far as Cecil, I like Cecil. Cecil is one of my favorite guys. Damon just don't do anything, and he's just sweet, and that's what I like about him. But Cecil is like that messy guy that you just like to like. That's what I like about him. But I just don't really care for his wife that much. Not anymore. And I used to really like her. Dr. Jackie, I'm like down the middle on her, and that's only because I felt like she was. I don't know. I just feel like she needs to choose a side, and I don't even know if this show is really for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the rest, they done got real messy as the time has went through as I've been watching this. But she still seems like the one that's trying to stay out of the mess zone. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if there's a storyline for that or if she's just here to balance things out. I really don't know, but we shall see. And then there's Quad that I low key like.
Miss Quad.
I like how
She
loud she
got
is. I like
it.
that
She
she's just
got it.
unapologetic about her stuff. I know she got some ish, but I just like that she's just loud and unapologetic. And I like that she out here doing her thing. The way Heavenly talked about how she had made her money, like coming out of this, people probably would have thought that, oh, she was with Dr. G for his money and but then even after she's no longer with him, she's went and made money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like regardless. So I like that. I think she just has a story, and I appreciate that about her.
Per Dr. Heavily, she was real smart with her money. Whatever she had with Gregory and whatever she made on the show, she kept it because she really didn't pay any bills. So she was able to keep a lot of her money, and I think she invested a lot of her money. So I think that's why she's able to do what she is doing without, having someone that's bringing in the money. But I know they make good money on Bravo on these shows, and I know they make a pretty penny. So Whatever she did with her money that she had prior to divorce, I think she did a very good job with it. And Toya needs to take a page out of her book. I don't care if you the middle of the because Toya is terrible. Like Monique said, Toya about to get a new house soon. I don't know if you went back and
but didn't she just buy the house that they had? Didn't they just get that house? Like, ain't that her dream house?
They wrote in the 2x4s, the post. They wrote in the cement in the house. They did all of the stuff for her dream home. Had this 3 floors closet, 3-story closet. Nice. Everything, all the things went. I don't know if you listened to that video I sent you from Funky Down There, but like she went broke to get this house. Like she had to take out another loan to get the pool added. She did a whole lot, and now you want to make $1 million off that house? That $1 million ain't nothing. If you were able to make that, you got to pay. Like so, child. I don't understand what they be doing, but they finna get a new house, and they be renting houses, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for a home when you could be done bought a house, or just stay where you at. I don't know, child, but
she looked like she is about lifestyle, and like everything is about the outside. Like she seems very superficial, just from what I've seen so far. So.
And Eugene allows it. Like you said, he's henpecked. He just allows it. And I think he's a good husband. I think I would say he's not a good husband because of the way he allows her to move. And like they were in debt with the IRS. It was in so much debt. And like she didn't help come out of it. He was working, going 12 hours, well, not 12 hours. He was working maybe, I forgot how far he had to drive. And sometimes he would stay in where he was working because he had to make extra money. Even though she was on the show making money, but it was like she didn't, I don't know, it was a whole lot with them. Like he was bending over backwards, I'll say that. So he can
definitely looking on a pleaser.
He just gonna kill himself at one point. We thought this man was, because he was just so drained, and she always complained. But he's doing this for you. Or y'all. But But anywho, so that's the end of the episode. It was a real simple episode. It was a real great season opener. It was real lighthearted. It just gave you bits of, picking up pieces where everybody else left off last season. And then, the Whitnick, Freaknick was the majority of the episode. And, it was very good. I enjoyed it. Toya got that sunshine. Listen, she got sunshine and something else, child, because, listen, I don't know what to say. But Dr. Hill would say, if Toya want to be lazy, she want to be a lazy hoe, let her be lazy. So I don't want to do nothing. I wish I could do that. I can't do that because I love working. The current house has a 2-story. Oh, I thought it was a 3-story closet. My bad, 2-story closet. That's still a lot of closet. That's still a lot. And I think everybody started doing their closets after that. I think they did. If NL, am I right? What, child? I know it was a lot. Whatever it was more than one floor, one room. It was a lot. It was a lot of closets.
It was a lot.
But, let me know what y'all liked about the episode, what you liked, what you didn't like, what y'all want to see from the ladies or the men, who y'all want to come back together. If y'all don't mind them being estranged, whatever y'all thoughts are about the episode, let me know in the comments below. And if nothing else, we are going to be out of here. And y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The wait, because sometimes it don't want to end. I'm trying to end it, Monique. You know how I do. It's not ending. Listen. You hear me clicking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there.